Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. We're Jenny and Logan of the Two Traveling Kings. In today's video, we're trying some of America's strangest flavored coffee creamers.
If you're new here, we're Jenny and Logan. We're a couple of American millennials with a passion for travel. We spent 2 months traveling to 9 different countries on our way to live in Australia for a year. We got to live and work in Sydney for a few months and really loved it. But then, COVID turned our world upside down. We had to cut our year in Australia short and head back to the US, and we really don't know when we'll be able to travel again.
What is coffee creamer, you may ask? We'll get to that in a minute.
So like we mentioned, we were recently living in Sydney, Australia, and while there, we absolutely fell in love with the coffee. Me especially, I have become a huge coffee snob. And the thing that turned me into a coffee snob is the Australian flat white. We went on an excursion here in Raleigh, North Carolina to see if we could find anything in the US that stacked up to the Australian flat white. I'm not gonna tell you if we found anything that was just as good. You're gonna have to click in the link above and check out that video to find out.
But as many Australians who have traveled to the US are aware, see the mini comments surrounding us, the coffee in the US just isn't the same as what you get in Australia. And that's because we drink a completely different type of coffee here in the US. Basic filtered drip coffee. Not your espresso based that you'll find in Australia. In Australia, they're known for their espresso based coffee, made with quality beans, creamy milk, and you can really taste the coffee. Think of coffee here as a vessel to fuel your body with caffeine to get your day started.
Basically, the less the coffee tastes like coffee here, the better.
And even at your Starbucks, where they actually do serve espresso-based coffee, the focus is more on the flavoring, which is why we have the pumpkin spice latte, caramel brulee latte,
Rappa-lappa.
ding dong. Everything's about the flavor.
It seems like the majority of coffee drinkers in the US tend to go for a medium roast, drip, or filtered coffee, and then add in a hefty amount of coffee creamer from a variety of different flavors.
So what is coffee creamer? We'll be drinking liquid coffee creamer today, and the ingredients in our International Delight Frosted Sugar Cookie Buddy the Elf coffee creamer includes water, cane sugar, palm oil, contains 2% or less of sodium caseinate, a milk derivative, dipotassium phosphate, carrageenan, mono and diglycerides, natural and artificial flavors, sodium stearoyl lactylate, salt, and do note, sodium caseinate is not a source of lactose.
Doesn't that sound delicious?
You've probably seen the powdered stuff at a hotel or a airport lounge. Stay away from that stuff.
So we thought it would make a really fun video if we headed to Walmart, tried to find some really strange coffee creamer flavors, and tried them out to see which one was best.
Today we will be trying Oreo flavored coffee creamer, Snickers flavored coffee creamer,
the Frosted Sugar Cookie Buddy the Elf Holiday Special flavor, and just for fun, some Funfetti Cake.
Flavors that make you think of coffee? Probably not. And for our coffee base that we will be brewing today, America's favorite, Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. So I'll go ahead and pour 4 cups of coffee and let's rank these coffee creamers. So we'll be ranking these creamers based on how much they taste like the real thing. So how much does the Oreo creamer taste like an Oreo? Cake tastes like cake, and so on. And also what tastes the worst. My guesses right now is that the Snickers is probably gonna taste the weirdest.
To be completely honest, we haven't been drinking coffee creamer since we've been back, so I'm not entirely looking forward to the taste of this coffee. But I think you're right, I think Snickers is gonna be the most fake.
So to get started with our first test, we're going to try the Oreo. You can even see the dark cookie at the bottom before you shake it.
And it looks like chocolate milk.
It's because I just shook it up.
It smells cookie-ish.
1 tablespoon is the serving. Like a gray chocolate milk. And that's what coffee usually looks like with some creamer. Should we do 2? All right, we're gonna do 2.
1 for each of us, we'll say. I feel like
Really want to taste the creamer.
1 tablespoon is not what most people put in. because no one measures it.
2 tablespoons of creamer and about 4 ounces of coffee, maybe. Ladies first.
It smells delightful. I'll give it that. It doesn't smell anything like coffee, but it's very sweet.
Definitely get the chocolatiness of the Oreo. Don't taste much coffee.
There's like this film that went on my tongue
It's
when
like
I sipped it.
the
which
oil.
Is probably oil. I'm trying not to judge it for not liking the taste of it.
Yeah, you
Actually
gotta.
try to taste the flavor.
I'd say it's pretty close to being an Oreo.
I would say the opposite. I would have thought if you put that in front of me and did not tell me what flavor was in there, I would not know. Like vanilla?
Tastes like vanilla to you?
I don't know. It just tastes
Well-
like overly sweet.
I guess there's cream in an Oreo. Tastes exactly like an Oreo to me. So obviously this was the first one we did. I'm excited to try these other ones, but that's pretty spot on.
Okay.
Okay, and for our second creamer, we're going to try Buddy the Elf Frosted Sugar Cookie.
And according to the bottle, this will be the world's best cup of coffee.
For all you elf fans out there.
This smells like I want to take a spoon to it.
Smells like frosting. So frosted sugar cookie, they definitely got the
Frosted.
frosted part.
Let's just do one. So.
World's best cup of coffee. Congratulations.
You did it. You gave nothing away with that. Is it anymore?
We're here to taste the creamers, not the coffee. All right. Yeah, that's not too crazy. Like Oreo, that's not something that you'd put in a coffee. Neither is a sugar cookie. But for it, I don't know, it's just sort of like sweet, creamy, not too far out there. Do you need me to add more creamer?
No. Thank you. That one is more vanilla-y than the last one, I guess.
I taste more coffee in this than I do than I did the Oreo one. I tasted more of the Oreo flavor. This one sort of just tastes like a regular creamer. But the smell by itself, definitely of like frosting and sugar cookie. Oreo, I think, still tasted the most like an Oreo.
Out of the two of them, yeah, I agree.
Up next, we have Coffee Mate Snickers. Moving over from International Delight to another big creamer brand, Coffee Mate. And you can see on the bottom, very dark. This one's gonna be pretty chocolatey, I think.
It is. But I do love Snickers candy bars, so...
What's it smell like?
Again, it looks like chocolate milk. Just smells very chocolatey.
That kind of smells like chocolate protein powder, which is not good.
Ew. Can we do like 2?
2
Try
tablespoons.
to compromise on this a little bit. My turn.
Your turn first.
Okay, I'm getting the nut flavor.
Oh, here we
That's
go.
my favorite so far.
Because you like
Because
hazelnut.
I like hazelnut coffee.
Ooh, I didn't think of that. Wow.
Like I could actually drink that one.
That is actually pretty close to Snickers. I'm getting chocolate, like you said, the nut, a little sweetness of the nougat.
I think that I'm not playing this game correctly. I think I'm just judging on if I like it or not.
I'd drink this.
At least you're judging the real flavor.
But yeah, I mean, that one's pretty good. It's not overbearingly sweet like the frosted sugar cookie.
Funny enough, this one does not taste as fake, and it was the one that I thought was going to taste the most fake. Also, it's Coffee Mate versus International Delight, so that could be a difference too.
I think International Delight's usually pretty cheap. Like,
Yeah.
it costs less. So I don't think the quality is as good. Ingredients here, you got your water, sugar, vegetable oil, your basic creamer. But this one's actually pretty good.
No, I can drink this. This one has tasted the best to me. I've just now gone on my own ranking game.
We have Jenny's and then what we talked about what we're gonna do in this video. And last but not least, we're trying the Coffee Mate Funfetti Vanilla Cake birthday cake in your cup of coffee. It's like having your cake and drinking it too.
Well.
My thoughts, it's gonna be really sweet and really fake flavoring. It's gonna smell similar to the,
Yeah, the sugar cookie
Sugar
one.
cookie.
That's what I was thinking too.
yep. More cake battery than frosting though. 2 tablespoons. Everybody knows the rules. Smells pretty cakey.
It doesn't smell nice.
Yeah, that one's not overbearing. I feel like the frosted sugar cookie one, a lot more fake tasting. This one's just sort of like a sweet creamer that you'd add to your coffee. I'm not getting too much. Jenny?
It's not my favorite one. It doesn't really taste like cake either, because I'll try to play by the rules.
Oh.
It just tastes like sweet, oily, watery coffee.
Here you hear, folks. You know, like, take a bite of Funfetti, you get a little sprinkle, you get a little icing. It's just not there, really. It's just
But again,
peeking out.
If you drank that and then no one told you what it was, could you guess what it was?
Easy.
Yeah?
No.
Oh.
Any more for you, Jenny?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, so we'll recoup and rank our coffees. Okay, so here we have all our creamers.
You can go first because you are going to rank them the way that we actually said we were going to rank them.
And then you'll give us your favorites.
Yeah.
From least tasting like the actual thing to most tasting like the actual thing. We'll rank those. So I would say least Funfetti. That was a hard flavor, I think, to try and replicate in a creamer. It's sweet.
But you wouldn't know it's cake if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So number 4. Number 3, I give to Oreo.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Yeah, so Oreo, really good chocolate flavor in the coffee. There's even like, I think, cookie bits at the bottom of it. But it was mainly chocolate, kind of Oreo-y. Another hard flavor to replicate as a coffee creamer. Number 2, Buddy the Frosted Sugar Cookie. This one, because it was so fake and sugar cookies are just kind of like pure sugar, fake tasting goodness. I think they did a good job with this, right with the smells. It tasted like frosting. Reminded me of those cheap frosted sugar cookies you can buy at the grocery store. And then number 1, Snickers surprised me because of how complicated it was to replicate. You've got chocolate, you've got nut, you got caramel, you got nougat. And they did a good job. I tasted the chocolate, just like Jenny said, a really good nutty flavor. Tasted like a Snickers. So it's the winner.
Winner! Ding ding ding! The Snickers Coffee Mate. Alright, I'm just gonna say which one tasted the least worst. In 4th place, I think the ones I crinkled my nose at most were these two. So, these two were both pretty bad. I don't know if it's because of the brand or the flavors. This tasted the most fake and gross, and I would not want to put it in coffee. This one will come in 3rd because I had a oily film on my tongue after I took a sip of it. This one will be in 2nd. I wouldn't really want it, but if I had to pick out of these 3, I would pick this one. And the winner is the Snickers Coffee Mate, because actually when I tasted it, I think I was a little surprised. If you're in the US and you don't drink coffee with coffee creamer and you had to pick, I would go with that one.
Or just try all these crazy ones because you're not going to find them anywhere else.
That's true. In a whole nother category, this one wins because on the back, there's a narwhal and it says, "Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad."
Mr. Narwhal.
Yeah, and they have world's best cup of coffee.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. This was a fun one. We just thought of this one randomly when we were taking a walk. Hopefully we have some other fun videos coming up.
I think we got a good reaction to our last coffee video, so we're not trying to turn this into a coffee YouTube channel, but we said we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah, so if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you like our content, really helps out the channel. And leave a comment letting us know what you thought. It was pretty fun.
It was fun.
We'll see you in the next video. In Australia, they're known for their quality. Okay, ready?
No, but yeah, let's do it.
God, they're known for their delicious. In Australia, they're known for their delicious. And in Australia, they're known for their. Well, let me tell you about this here creamer.